Our industry is moving faster than ever. Where are freight volumes headed? How will this affect capacity? And of course, what's the newest technology that can benefit your business? Those questions and many more will be answered at the industry's hottest freight tech conference this November in Chicago. Come join us at FreightWaves Live November 12th and 13th at the McCormick Center. Visit FreightWavesLive.com to register.
Welcome to your Friday edition of the Carrier Update, sponsored by Powerfleet. My name is Kyle Cunningham. Thanks so much for sticking around this week. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in regards to national outbound volumes. Nothing that exciting happening in that realm. Continuously turning down, 97.47, rolling down. But hey, look at what happened last year. Same story. Had a little bit of turn up in 2018 as of this time last year, but it's going to keep trending down. So don't get scared. Just hold on and make sure that you get what is deserved to your assets. Let's take a look at markets across the country heading into the weekend, where you're going to find 10% and above outbound tender rejects indicating optionality. All the ones we usually talk about: good old Quincy, Illinois, Dubuque, Iowa, St. Cloud coming in there at the bottom, and Bismarck, North Dakota, not leaving anyone behind. Now let's see what's going on in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Inbound volume actually way above outbound by almost double. So a lot of inbound capacity, a lot of competition coming in. But in regards to rejections, Albuquerque, generally a pretty soft market, remains under 2.5% as of today, 7.81%, indicating a big squeeze on capacity, even with a higher amount of inbound tender volume. So be sure that you understand, if you're stuck out in the desert in the Southwest, you got a little more power today than you did yesterday. Want to bring in FreightWaves Game Day, a new thing on Friday. Want to talk about the concept of what's going on in the markets where teams are matching up against each other. First off, we're going to take it over to Columbus, Ohio, outside of Ohio Stadium in Columbus. We're going to see a 5.02 outbound rejection in Columbus. Up the road in Madison, where the home of the Badgers are, 7.18, two soft markets. As it goes into the weekend, Ohio State might take the cake on this one. Should you stick around down in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, LSU versus Auburn, New Orleans market, that's where Baton Rouge is going to be. See right here, 4% on the outbound rejections. Montgomery market out of Auburn there, a little bit higher, but both same soft markets. I'm taking Auburn on this one. Take it over down south again, keeping it Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Montgomery market. You're going to see a 6.17 outbound rejections, but taking it into Arkansas, no mystery there. Arkansas, 18% outbound rejections. I think Alabama's going to take one over Arkansas this week as well. Let's take it to Texas, Amon G. Carter Stadium outside of Fort Worth. TCU versus Texas. TCU, Fort Worth, 3.23 outbound rejections. Texas, whoa, Austin, way down. This one, I think it's going to be TCU all around. Take it out west to close it out. Outson Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. Oregon Ducks versus Washington State Cougars. Go Cougs. But hey, 9.29 out of Spokane, Washington. You can't argue with that. Thanks so much for watching this week. We'll see you on Monday.
Hey everyone, welcome to your brokerage update. Let's close out this week strong, the week before Halloween. So what are we seeing in the rest of the country here? We see tender rejection rates still not going that strong. They're not popping off the chart like we would see this time of year anyway, but there are some markets out here that are experiencing a lot of volatility. Twin Falls, potato season still cranking off. Apples still harvesting out there, Twin Falls. Also notice Jacksonville down here. We're going to talk about a few of these markets, and then pesky LA had a big jump this week. So let's first dive into the Twin Falls market, where reefer rejection rates off the charts, 38%. Van rejection rates take a quick little nose up as well. So it's not simply all about the produce out there. They are having capacity issues. The 60th largest market in the country, not a big one, but still has some volatility. So make sure that you check the load boards, make sure that there's nothing out there that you have on your managed transportation side. Cover those loads real quick. Next up, we've got Jacksonville. Jacksonville not seeing historically high rejection rates, but is still peaking up. Reefer and van rejection rates both jumped up over the last 7 days. Still a good market to watch, especially since a lot of carriers do not want to go in there, so they might have a little near-term instability to check on. Cover those loads, check the load boards for any potential good freight coming out of there. Probably not though. This is going to be Los Angeles. This is the big story of the week. Los Angeles tender rejection rates spike a few days ago. Now, a lot of these rejection rates are stemming from longer haul loads. So that's going to mean there's going to be a lot of demand for over-the-road carriers. The regional carriers are out of luck on this one because you're going to look at anything moving over 800 miles, a little bit more difficult to cover. It is that time of year for that West Coast freight to move east into the stores and DCs. So that'll do it for this week's brokerage update. Y'all have a great weekend.
Well, that'll do it for another week of FreightWaves Now. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Be sure to follow us on all our social media channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.